Yo, entrepreneurs, how y'all doing? Back at it once again. Favorite entrepreneur, your boy official Tyree Sanders, right? And today what we're going to be talking about is I'm going to be showing you guys how to be able to figure out what is going to be the best lot size calculator for you, okay? So there's going to be a few different ones we're going to talk about today, and this is going to be for our Forex people. So if you are over leveraging, or maybe you're under leveraging, or maybe you're just like, I don't really know how to be able to pick the right lot size, I'm going to show you guys how to be able to figure that out today. So make sure y'all stay tuned for the next clip. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace. Yo, back at it once again. As I mentioned already on the previous clip, favorite entrepreneur, your boy official Tyree Sanders, right? Now, before y'all go any further, do not be shy. Go ahead and lightly tap that subscribe button, because the only way YouTube's gonna know that y'all rocking with your boy is if y'all click that subscribe button. So I would really appreciate that very, very much, right? Now, as I was speaking about in the earlier clip, we're gonna be talking about how you guys can actually determine what is your correct lot size. Now, keep in mind, a lot size is gonna be something you need for the foreign exchange market, as well as the index market, as well as the commodity market, as well as the crypto market, if you're trading based off of a leverage style, okay? Which, if you guys do not know how to be able to use the app that we're going to be utilizing to be able to actually take the trades, it's going to be called MetaTrader 4. So if you're new to MetaTrader 4, I want you guys to go watch this YouTube video I made to be able to show you guys how to be able to take trades on a platform that you're going to need in order to leverage your money, okay? And whenever y'all finish that, okay, what I would also like y'all to do is I actually already created a video showing you how to use a lot size, which is going to be this video right here, showing you guys how to use a lot size calculator. But today's video, we're actually going to be focusing specifically on the top 3, in my opinion, that are out there. And I'm going to let you know which one is my favorite. Then I'm also let you know, the pros and cons, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys to be able to decide which lot size you guys actually want to be able to utilize most frequently, okay? So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive directly into it. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to go ahead and go to my phone, and basically I'm about to go ahead and start screen recording. So let me go ahead and hit the screen record. 3, 2, 1, and bam. So I'm about to go ahead and throw this up on the screen, okay? So what you guys are gonna see is there's gonna be 3 different lot size calculators I'm actually gonna point out to you guys. So there's gonna be one called Stinu, okay? S-T-I-N-U. That's gonna be my personal favorite. Stinu, if you were to ask me, that's gonna be the one that I use every single day, okay? We also have Myfxbook, which if you guys go look at the example of the previous YouTube video I made going over how to use a lot size calculator, that's actually gonna be the example that I use because they have a desktop version, okay? And then finally, one of the relatively newer ones that I've been using amongst like some of my peers, and a lot of people actually prefer this one as their favorite. Like I said, my personal favorite is Stinu, but Nash Markets, as you guys can see, is going to be a fan favorite of a lot of people that I know. And especially for you guys that trade cryptocurrencies, this will be one of the best lot size calculators to be able to determine, right, the actual lot size you're going to need for that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into my personal favorite, which is going to be Stinu. So whenever I select Stinu, the way that you're going to use Stinu is going to be pretty straightforward. So first and foremost, what you guys want to be able to do is they actually have video tutorials that you guys want to be able to watch, right, directly on Stinu. So please make sure you guys go through these videos. I think these videos are actually placed on YouTube, but it'll be easier to just, do it through the app. So that'll be one way that you guys can start by watching the video tutorials, okay? The next thing you guys want to be able to do is go to the settings, right? Now, whenever you go to the settings, you're gonna have something that says account base, okay? Give me 1 second. Right, my bad, I had to turn off something. So you're gonna have something that says account base, okay? Now, with account base, you guys wanna make sure you're picking a currency based off of where you live. So if you say in Australia, you would pick AUD, which represents the Australian dollar. If you say in Canada, you pick CAD, which stands for the Canadian dollar. I say in America, so I'm gonna pick USD, which is already pre-selected, okay? The next thing you guys wanna be able to determine is gonna be risk. Is going to be based off your percentage or the amount. So let me explain. If you're doing a risk amount, you can either do it based off of an exact dollar amount, or you can do it based off of an exact percentage. So usually, I recommend to people, you want to be risking no more than 1 to 2% of your account. So if you guys have any issues or have no idea how to properly leverage your account, make sure you guys go watch this video right here going over proper risk management specifically for Forex. I'm gonna do a crypto one separately, but specifically for Forex, how to be able to use proper risk management, something that you guys need so you don't go blow your account, right? Now, whenever you figure out if you wanna do amount or risk percentage, then you need to figure out your position size. So automatically, it's not really an option. You just want to have your position size on lots. LOTS. You don't want to pick units. You want to pick lots. So let me show you an example of how this actually works, okay? Now, before I do that, let's figure out the rest of the things that are in the settings. So you have other apps, okay? So if I click on that, it's going to bring me to this. So here are going to be some of the other apps that you guys can use. You also have FX meter currency strength. I personally don't use that, but it is there, right? We also have webinars. So if you guys click on where it says webinars, you guys are actually going to be able to see they actually host webinars. They're going to be hosting the next webinar actually tomorrow because today's Monday. So tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern New York time, you guys can actually join on their webinar, okay? So that'll be something pretty cool that you guys can actually tap into as well. They have an About Us tab that you guys can see. You guys can go through the information, you know, kind of figure out what they're about. You know, they've been doing it since about 2019. So this is a platform that's actually been around for a while. So it's actually going to show you guys, you know, different ways that you could utilize it, all right? And finally, rate us. I'm not going to actually click on that, so you guys can worry about that later. Now, what you guys want to be able to focus on is your risk and how to actually use this. So this is how we use this app, right? Say I got a $500 account and I'm doing the risk dollar amount. I'm not doing a percentage. I'm doing the risk dollar amount. Say you want to risk $25, okay? Say you want to risk $25. Cool. What is your stop loss, okay? Your stop loss is going to be based off the pips. So hopefully you guys know how to calculate pips. If you don't, right? If you don't, I will make a separate YouTube video for that. I don't unfortunately have one for that now, but hopefully you guys know how to factor in pips, okay? So say we have a 20 pip stop loss, right? I have a $500 balance. I want to risk 25, meaning if I lose, I'm going to lose $25, but I'm okay with that, okay? And I have a 20 pip stop loss, right? I'm going to click select currency pair. Now I'm going to pick the actual currency. Make sure it is very, 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 very important you guys pick the right currency pair, because if you guys pick a different currency pair, it's going to throw off the whole number. I'm going to actually show you guys an example, okay? So I'm going to start off by picking AUD CAD, okay? So I'm going to select AUD CAD. I'm going to hit calculate. What it's going to show me is, if you guys look in the left selection, it's going to show me my risk percentage. Even though I picked dollar amount, it's going to be 5%. My risk amount is going to be $25. You guys can see that at the top. I will highlight that for you guys, right? Now, under the stop loss, you see is representing the number 20, which is going to be for the pips I was risking, which is a 20 pip stop loss. And now they're going to give me my lot size, which is a 0.16. So now what you would do is you go take this lot size and put it in on your MetaTrader 4. So if you lose, you're only going to lose $25, right? If you win, you could potentially win double, triple, quadruple. If you guys don't understand risk to reward, definitely make sure you go tap into this video right here at the top, going over risk to reward, okay? The way that you can actually take one number and double it, triple it, quadruple it in just one individual trade. Now, I want you guys to remember this number that you're looking at, 0.16, okay? That's the lot size. Now, let me give you an example. Say, for instance, we kept all this information the exact same. We still have a $500 account. We're still risking $25. We still have a 20 pip stop loss. Now, I'm going to pick a different currency pair. So instead of selecting AUD CAD, I'm going to select CAD CHF. I'm going to hit calculate. Now, what I want you guys to remember, it was 0.16 for the same 20 pip stop for the same $25 risk on AUD CAD. But on CAD CHF, it's a 0.11. But it's still the same 20 pip stop loss and it's still the same 25 pip risk, okay? So that's going to show you guys. Make sure you pick the right currency pair, because your lot size is going to be completely different, even if it's the same stop loss and same dollar amount. Hopefully you guys understand it, okay? Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to be able to show you guys, if we change it to percentage, how it varies, okay? So now, with the same 20 pip stop loss, instead of selecting $25, okay, I would select 5%, because 5% is the same thing as $25 based off a $500 account. But as I mentioned to you guys, I don't usually risk 5%. I usually risk 1 to 2%, okay? So in this example, I'm gonna risk 2%. I'm gonna hit that, I'm gonna select currency pair, I'm gonna pick AUD CAD again, I'm gonna hit calculate. And now you guys see a 2% risk is gonna be equivalent to $10, sorry. Gonna be equivalent to a $10 risk amount based off the currency pair, based off the percentage. So that's how you guys are gonna be able to use the Stinu lot size calculator. Now, be aware, the Stinu lot size calculator is gonna be about, I wanna say it's about $12 a year. So it literally factors out to about $1 per month. So on this list, this is the only one that you will have to pay for. Yes, it is only $1 a month, so it's not really almost any money, damn near. But I know some people just like using free stuff, so this is one that you have to pay for. Now I'm gonna show you the other two examples that are 100% free. So we've now used Stinu. That's gonna be my personal favorite. That's number one. The next one is gonna be Myfxbook, okay? So Myfxbook also has a desktop version which Stinu does not have. So the way to use Myfxbook from the app, you're gonna click on these three lines in the top left corner, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna select where it says calculators, right? I'm gonna hit that. Now it's gonna work extremely similar. So now all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna punch in the information. So we're gonna use the same example, right? The currency was gonna be USD because I stay in the United States. We're gonna use AUD CAD, okay? Right, AUD CAD, that's AUD shift, let's use AUD CAD, all right, bet. Now, notice where at the bottom, how it says risk by fixed amount, and it also says risk by percentage, okay? We're gonna focus on risk by fixed amount right now. Now notice right below that you have stop loss by pips, you have stop loss by price. I'm personally not even gonna show you the stop loss by price because that's just way more effort than you would ever need to do. Let's just focus on the simple stuff. So we're just gonna focus on stop loss by pips, okay? So the amount that I'm risking is still gonna be that $25 that I selected earlier. We're still gonna be risking 20 pips. Gonna hit calculate now, okay? And what you guys are gonna see is you're gonna get the same exact lot size because all of these work exactly the same. It's just visually they look a little bit different. So if after I hit calculate, if I scroll down, I understand that you guys see all of this information, but what I want you to focus on is gonna be two different panels. The amount at risk, which is gonna symbolize 25 USD, which is $25. That means that's how much money you're risking. And then where it says standard lots. Don't focus on position units, don't focus on mini lots, don't focus on micro lots, don't focus on pip per value. Focus on standard lots only. Which is another reason why I say I prefer Stinu because you don't have all this extra stuff to confuse you. But for the people that do like using Myfxbook, standard lots is gonna be the actual lot size you're gonna use, which is gonna represent 0.16. Let me do another example. Let's say we're risking $10. Calculate. Now you guys see under standard lots, it says 0.06. Now I understand that some of these lot sizes are gonna be 3 digits, 3 numbers after the decimal. We can only use a maximum of 2 numbers after the decimal. So sometimes you might round it up. Sometimes you might just kick it off altogether. You can only use 2 numbers after the decimal just for clarity, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do risk by percent. So I'm gonna click on risk by percent, okay? Let's say our beginning balance is set at $500. Let's say we're still gonna be risking 2%. Gonna hit calculate, right? Now, if you wanna know how much money that 2% is, if you look at where it says amount at risk, it's gonna be $10. So that means even though we're risking 2% of $500, it's a $10 risk. Which guess what? If you're risking $1,000, 2% of 1,000 will be a $20 risk. So it continues to grow as your balance gets bigger. Now, where it says standard lots, as I mentioned before, that's gonna be our lot size. So it's a 0.06, all right? So now you guys know exactly how to be able to use the lot size calculator on Myfxbook. Finally, make sure at the top where you guys see, okay? You guys wanna make sure it's under position size, not under margin, not under pip value. So as you guys can see, I can actually go to some of these other ones, right? But you guys wanna make sure it's actually on, if I can get it back there, it's actually on position size, if I can get it back there. Come on, don't do your boy like that. All right, let's get out. I'm gonna go back in. All right, get out and go back in. Go click on calculators. All right, best. So just make sure at the top it says position size. All right. Now, finally, we're gonna use the last one, which is going to be Nash Markets. Okay. So I'm gonna select Nash Markets. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. A lot of people I know personally prefer Nash Markets, but I'm gonna be real with you. Nash Markets requires way more effort and way more work than what I personally feel like doing. So I'm gonna leave that up to y'all to decide on which one y'all like the best. Okay. So finally, same concept. We're gonna start off with the beginning balance, which is $500, okay? Now, this is gonna be something that's actually really important. I need to do a review on this. The account leverage, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I know a lot of people teach just do 500 leverage. 500 leverage is why you keep blowing your account. So even if you use proper risk management, it'll protect you from blowing your account. But most of y'all don't use proper risk management, let's be honest. So with that being said, the account leverage at 500 is a little high. So let's do 200. I always recommend 200 is really more than what you need because it's going to protect you from yourself. Okay, now we're going to do risk percentage. You can either do risk percentage or risk amount. Let's start off with risk amount like how we always do. So it's going to be $25, which as you see represents 5%. Okay, the asset class. We're personally just trading regular Forex pairs, so we're going to do that. The instrument. We've been doing AUD CAD. Let's stick with that. We're going to do a long or a short. Remember, a short means a sell. A long means a buy. Really doesn't matter to me. We're going to do a short. Okay? Now, for the purpose of this example, this is what I'm going to have to do to show you guys how much more effort it requires to do Nash Markets, which is why I personally don't use it, but I need to show you guys so you can make your own decision. What I'm now going to do is I'm now going to go to the TradingView app, which once again, if you guys do not know how to use a TradingView app, look in the top right corner or left corner. I'm actually going to upload a video showing you guys how to use TradingView. I actually made a video to help you guys, so I'm going to tap on that, okay? We're actually going to go ahead and go to AUD CAD. Bet. AUD CAD. If you guys notice, the current price of AUD CAD, which is in the right, in the red, is 92,827. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put in 92. What was it? 92,827. So I'm gonna put in 92,827. That's gonna be the current price or the entry price if I were to get in right now. Okay? Where would my stop loss be? Let's just make up a stop loss, okay? Let's actually literally make this up. Short position, I'll put it right there at the entry. All right. And let's just make this up. All right, cool. That's my entry. We'll say my stop loss is, we've been doing 20 pips. I got a 20 pip stop. All right, cool. So my stop loss is going to be 93027. So my stop loss price is 0.93027. That's going to be my stop loss. How do I know that? If you guys look right here where I'm going to put the arrow in that top right corner, that's going to represent my stop loss. If I double click this short position tool, you'll see right there where it says stop level 20 ticks or 200 ticks. That would be my stop loss, okay? So now they want the take profit price. So let's just do the same 20 pips. So I'm gonna do the same 20 pips. All right, bet. So now my take profit is 92627. So as you guys can see, how much more information I have to type in versus the other lot sizes. But like I said, some people like using this. 92627. 92627. All right, so I'm risking 20 pips for my stop loss. I'm going for 20 pips for my take profit. Now I'm gonna hit calculate position size. As you guys see, at the end of the day, we're still getting literally the same lot size, which is position size 0.16. But also, as you guys see, I had to put in way more effort just to get the same information. And I just wanna let you guys know, I'm just gonna repeat over and over, time and time again, okay? Nash Markets, you have to put in all of this information to get the same information. You can do with less steps using the other lot size calculators. But like I said, it's totally up to you guys to factor in what you want to be able to use, okay? Finally, I'm gonna just do the last example with the percentage. Let's say we're risking 2%. It'll change it to $10. We're gonna keep all the same information, calculate. The lot size is 0.06 as you guys see, okay? Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close that off. Go ahead and take that off the screen. If you guys learned something, which I know you did, let me go ahead and get you guys to hit that subscribe button because I know you guys appreciate the value that I drop because y'all tell me in the comment section, which I really appreciate. Keep doing that. I love you guys. Next, what I would like you to do, as I just alluded to, make sure you guys like, comment, share the video because I know that you know that I know you're not the only person that learned something. So don't be selfish and keep this to yourself. Go spread it with the world, right? If you see these two things, my yin and my yang, let me get you guys to go leave a thumbs up on my video because that's YouTube's way of saying that you guys appreciate the value that I'm dropping. And finally, if you guys don't know, you're about to learn today. I'm gonna see you guys at the top, not from the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. See you when you wanna be. Peace.